Good morning, Thursday, the 16th of December. Our morning update from Traders Community. The markets have continued where they left off yesterday after that powerful rally that we went through after the market. S&P, though off its high of about 12 handles, is still pushing all-time highs from yesterday. Oil is down a touch. We'll talk about that in a minute. And natural gas is a little bit up from where it is ahead of its energy report today from EIA, its storage report. Apple is back at that 180 level. So let's go quickly through everything. What's happened overnight here? We'll go first through the technicals. Nothing really new to see here from what we went through yesterday. So everything has been going largely to plan technically over the past week. So here we are on the daily at all-time highs. Remember that pattern yesterday from Elliott, 1, 2, 3. We had 1, 2, 3, then that held. So that becomes a 4, and this is a 5. There is always, that can be a B flat, of course. So pretty straightforward there. Murray Math level, we still have all this above us if it goes, right? That's for your really bullish account, which we worked out a while back, which I gave about 28%, I believe, where you take that whole width, add it to the breakout level. That's your, I guess, crazy possibility, which puts you over 5,000. Is it crazy that? That's the thing in today's day and age. Who knows? On the 60 minutes, we continue up. We're testing our Tenkan, and that would be our support. And obviously, this channel line is our support. First level support. You can see for the Elliott's 1, 2, 3. This looks like a long 3, actually. Remember, each wave's made up of 5 in direction, 3 against. And as far as the Tenkan goes, we are right here again at plus 2H. Before, remember, this is where it held. So that's our old resistance, is this high. Got blown away, and now we're testing it from the upside. So keep your grid nice and simple. And if we want to add our profile to that, here's what we're doing today. Our POC is all the way down here, yeah. So that shows you all the volume was down there. That's 46.35 odd on cash. Remember, if you get one PO virgin, you tend to get more than one virgin, right? So think of that. On your 5-minute, you can see what happened. Through the night yesterday, it drifted up. That's yesterday's explosion. And we're just drifting up all through the evening here. And just this, I mean, it's a 5-minute, but you can see where it is now in this cloud. It's more important to look at the grid. And you can see again, that's plus 1/8. We got the plus 2/8, similar count to the daily. So we're going to look for a recalc on the top side. Your support is going to be that hourly Tenkan and these levels, right, on your Murray. So your major one is going to be this 47.26 in cash, 47.18 in futures. It's going to be your first up one. You know a lot of people are trapped down here. So let's see if we can get some kind of wash, or does it just melt? So keep both sides of the market open. And there we are again, remember on that. That's your profile. On Apple, your other indicator for the stock market. This is a 240. Remember, we reversed off this level. So a lot of things are continuing through all week. So remember, we don't have to change around too much. And that's important with a good technical analysis part of your plan. So here was the all-time high. And then the $1 trillion, which no doubt they're going to talk about, is, I got it written down, it's 182.86 or 4, somewhere like that. But look at that power, all green. We like to buy off ABCs. We don't like the chase, i.e. three-way pullbacks. On the hourly, same thing, but look what we did. We basically retested that minor breakdown level there. So that's plus 1.8, plus 2.8, sorry. So remember, you've got, as far as resistance goes, you've got that high, the plus 3.8s and 4.8s still become sell-off possibility. So we count that out in waves. Quick look at oil. So overnight we had that mirror image of the S&P dribbled up, but then it went its own way and fell back to what's now the pivot in the morning session. So we know our pivot, well, it didn't quite get there, but 797, just under the 71. Your S1's all the way down here, 70.02, and your R1 is up here, 72.50. If we look at our daily, where are we? You can see again what we're doing. It's same thing, that price compression now between the Cajun and Tankerton. See how they're coming in. Again, forming that pennant. Go to natural gas. Its number is out today. Look at the 60-minute. Just while we're on oil, there are negatives overhanging it. There is the SPR release tomorrow. So people are perhaps waiting for that. You're going to release 18 million barrels tomorrow. I think we talked about this. And Exxon's one of those. And remember, it's settled at the market, I believe, the price. So that's going to be interesting how that plays out. We also start the Opec cycle. So that begins. So that's, if you look at that, look at real, and it's this time of year where the tax effect comes in for oil. So all those are in play. So that could mean increased volatility, SPR, OPEC's, end of year volatility. As far as natural gas goes, which we're going to talk about now, we do have the EIA number. All expectations are on for the draw today, and we're looking for a fairly sizable draw. That is on the website at Into the Vortex, we call that. A couple of things. We're going to get a real heavy drop in temperatures in the Midwest next week, which will affect demand there, assuming the weathermen are right, of course. But we're looking for, in the Midwest next week, average temps to fall from 55 degrees down to 20. So that's quite significant. Also, the ERCOT wind, and this is what's also affecting natural gas. Remember, energy isn't just natural gas. So that power can be affected by renewables, mainly wind, also nukes and things like that. So that hit a new record high on the 15th, being yesterday, from ERCOT, 21.7 GWs, right? So massive increase. I'll see if I can put a chart on that later. As far as what's happened, it was a lot of central bank activity, as we said, overnight, today and tonight after the Fed. So first thing out of Bank of Korea, they said that they expect CPI to remain above 2% for some time. The RBA came out. Governor Lowe said conditions for a rate hike will not be met in 2022. So this is Australia we're talking about. And down there, inflation's high, but not rampant like it is in the States and some other countries. But it was still at a 9-year high of 4.8%. Now, remember, a lot of these inflation numbers come off a really low base because of how low stuff got from COVID. That's not spoken a lot. The main central bank over the evening was the Bank of England just not long ago. voted 8-1 to increase its bank rate by 15 BPs. So now it's 0.25%. That was unexpected by some people just because they hadn't last time and because of the variant. Norway Central Bank also came out and they raised their rates to 0.5% from 0.25%, 25 BPs. And they also projected they're going to raise their rate again in March. The SNB, the Swiss, left their rate unchanged at negative 0.75%, and their governor Jordan had again mutterings about the Swiss franc being too high. The ECB was the last out, and they came out leaving interest rates unchanged, and their presser is up in about 11 minutes. I believe they're doing a presser today. So that's Leonard. As far as currencies go, the pound was the strongest, buoyed by that slight rise in interest rate, and the yen was the weakest overnight. Gold is up $7. Silver is up 10 cents. We talked about crude. Let me bring that down smaller for you. So there we have it there. Crude's down 20 odd cents after being up. And Bitcoin is trading up around 48.50 right now to get as high as 49.50. Back on to what else we got here. We know, we spoke earlier, Asia is basically, the markets are all up basically after yesterday's number. So no surprise there across the board. Main talk was central banks, and we've also got the flash PMI have been coming out. Over in the EU, they were slightly higher at 58 versus 57.8. Germany's the bulk of that, 57.9, 56.8. England's was actually down 57.6, under 58. These are all over 50 is really what you watch for. France was also down 54.9 from expected 54.5. And Italy had their trade surplus out, so they're actually in a surplus. As far as debt issuance going, the Germans are looking for next year at a debt issuance of 409 billion euro. That's significant coming out of Germany with the Bundesbank stance, and that is the second highest on record. So quite significant. Treasuries are pretty well unchanged. The 2-year is 0.67%. 10-year is up 1 basis point at 1.47%. And the dollar, as I mentioned earlier, is down a tad. Okay, what have we got to look forward to out of US? Remember, every Thursday we get the jobless numbers, right? So the claims, they've been hitting numbers not seen 69. Two views on that. One is that they're unreal, and a lot of people aren't on unemployment because they've been on it so long. They've been rolled off because of the whole lockdown, and there's of course the narrative that there's not enough workers. So anyway, that is at that level. So they're looking for around 195,000 there. That's out in a little while. We have housing starts out today, and building permits are also out. And there's a lot out actually. In Philadelphia, numbers out. These are all out at 8:30 ET, 7:30 CT. Then 45 minutes later, we have industrial production and capacity utilization also out. And, of course, the big number out is also the natural gas number for us, which is out at 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern. As far as stock market specific news, Essentia was out with earnings, and they're up 9.4%, which is a hefty $35. They also guided higher. Lanier, the housing building company, opposite to Toll for a while there. Toll's been trading at 52-week highs, but Lanier is off 6%, almost $7 since its earnings. It missed its estimates. And in their commentary, they said housing continues to exhibit strong demand, but it is outweighing supply. So you've got that supply argument affecting them again. Also out with earnings was Nordson, not Nordstrom, but Nordson and DSN. They missed. They're down 3%. And JBL Circuits, JBL, is up after beating, so up 4.3%. There is a lot of, obviously with this activity and excitement, there's a lot of talk in the stock market rooms about short squeezes and the like. We have there'll be a lot of attempts on gamma plays because a lot of what we call by gamma meaning optionality expiring tomorrow, being Friday, so people will be looking for some cheap option plays. Given we've risen so much, did a lot of people sell calls down, scared of the market fall? So that's pretty well it in our wrap. Everyone have a great day. I think I've pretty well covered everything. We will be updating Into the Vortex. If you follow that thread every Thursday, we put that on Twitter, and a lot of the top industry participants will take part, updating forecasts, option views, vol, etc. So have a great day. Thank you for listening, and trade smart and trade what's in front of you. Always remember that. That'll keep you ahead of the curve. Okay, thank you.